let's talk babka. I keep wanting to make a Seinfeld reference, but I keep getting the babka episode confused with the marble rye episode. No, they're two different because Jerry gets the babka because Elaine wants the babka,
and that's
but he gets
no
the
good.
marble rye for chocolate babka. But in that babka episode, with the fish, marble rye, and taking the babka, takes the babka and he runs. Jerry. What's up guys, it's Lee Kalpakis from Thrillist, and today we are at Bread's Bakery in Union Square to try their babka pie. Because when you're in the mood for babka and you're in the mood for pie, you should never have to choose just one. Let's go check it out.
I think babka pie is the best thing you've ever had in your life. But aside from that, it is a laminated pastry that's engulfed with butter, a lot of butter, and we love butter here at Bread's Bakery. And we basically fill it with Nutella and chocolate chips, roll it up, and it's just delicious, flaky and really chocolatey and a little bit gooey and out of this world. I think what makes babka so special is, again, taking that traditional babka, which our grandma made, and making something new of it. You know, we don't want what our grandma made, we want something that Bread's Bakery makes. So we combine that with more classic French pastry techniques. So we're laminating the dough, which normally the dough isn't laminated. And we contrast that sweetness of the Nutella with some chocolate chips. And the whole process basically shows this kind of like tradition and innovation meeting. Babka for me is comfort, it's warm, it's home. And I grew up in Israel, so eating babka was part of our tradition. I have to say though that Bread's Bakery makes something that I've never had in my life, in a traditional manner, so it is a lot better than the traditional form that I've grew up on.
Okay guys, so here it is, the famous babka pie. I'm gonna go for a big one. Here we go. Okay, so right away I can tell this babka is not messing around. The swirls on this guy are huge, and that's what you want. You want a big swirl, you want a good ratio between the Nutella and the chocolate chips and the dough. We're off to a very good visual start. Here we go. Right away, the first thing that you taste is the Nutella. It's rich and decadent. It is so sweet, and the consistency of the inside of the babka, it's moist and it's really tender. It's delicate. The outside, you have this like golden brown crust. It's crunchy. It's flaky, it's everything that you want from your babka. And you can tell from just the first bite that this is a tedious and long, very detail-oriented process. You can taste all the different layers from the lamination process. It's layer after layer. There's a reason why this is the place for babka. So when I think Nutella babka, I know that it can sometimes get a little overpoweringly sweet. I love that they put the extra chocolate chips in there. The semi-sweet chocolate chips really balance out the sweetness of the Nutella, so you're getting a whole other depth of the chocolate that you don't just get with the Nutella. There's almost a bitterness that makes you want to eat more and more of it. Okay, so we're talking a lot of babka, but this is a babka pie, right? So let's get into this crust. As you can see from just cutting into it, it's really flaky. The crust is so crunchy and buttery. Coming into this, I didn't really think it made much sense to put a babka and a pie together, but now that I'm eating it and now that I'm experiencing it, I'm realizing that a key component in great pie and great babka is a ton of butter, and it actually marries the two together perfectly. And I thought that this was going to be a pie that's just like a babka filling, but that's not what's going on here. That layer of Nutella and chocolate chips in between the babka dough and the pie crust meld everything together, so this is a total hybrid. It's babka becomes pie and pie becomes vodka. That little brush of simple syrup that they put on the outside, it's just this little extra bit of sweetness that plays perfectly with everything else that's going on inside. Well, I'm gonna finish off the rest of my babka, but if you guys like what you saw, don't forget to check out Thrillist's new show, Food Casting, where I cover natural wine. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.